So hi, good afternoon everyone. Hope you all had a good lunch. I'm Shao, the Center Director at Hatch. It's an innovation center established by TechX to curate cutting-edge technologies from startups around the world and accelerate them into innovations for public safety.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Oh. I'm the Managing Director for the Silicon Valley Innovation Program at the Department of Homeland Security, Science and Technology in the United States. And so I basically do what he does in the US.
So Mars and Venus, I'm not Mars, she's not Venus. So we're here talking about two different entities, startups and government, right? Mars and Venus. Different DNA, different ways of working together, one very agile, very quick, one very something else, right? We know how it goes. So we're here to share because both Melissa and I are running programs that exactly deal with that. How can we bring startups together to work together with government? So today we stand not just as representatives of our respective nations, but really just like you, global citizens, united by a common goal to create a safer world, more secure for everybody. So in this era where threats do transcend borders and technologies evolve at a quick pace, I think I'm understating it, it's really breakneck speed, we must rethink our approach in building capabilities for our agencies, right? So while conventional methods, while valiant, is still relevant today, they may not be completely enough for us to stay ahead of the curve. And we all know the bad guys run really fast. So that's why today, both of us are here to advocate somewhat of a paradigm shift, one that embraces the agility and innovation of startups, and as well harness the potential of what we call dual-use technologies, technologies that are in real estate, technologies in medical care, in entertainment, in gaming industry, and how it could be relevant for Homeland Security today. And lastly, open innovation. We need to open ourselves up, our challenges and our pain points up, and let the world sometimes, and I think many times, as we both experience, can solve the problem in a much faster and a better way than we can think about.
I mean, you got to know, startups are the heartbeat of innovation, right? They're fueled by audacity and agility and this just relentless pursuit of disruption. They are the engines that propel us forward. We see a lot of those innovations come about, and so they are challenging the status quo. They're offering those fresh perspectives on these intractable challenges that Shao mentions. So by fostering that ecosystem that nurtures and empowers these pioneering ventures a bit more, we can really unlock a wellspring of those cutting-edge technologies and solutions, but tailoring those for those ever-evolving threats that we face in public security, public safety, and homeland security. So those dual-use technologies that Shao mentions, you know, it's actually born from those commercial enterprises, and so they actually really hold a lot of immense potential for our homeland security applications. Take, for example, the technologies being developed for autonomous vehicles to help prevent these vehicles from crashing into people, and they need to detect those moving objects coming across. That same technology actually can be used and harnessed to help Homeland Security. In fact, we've actually, within Homeland Security, we have taken that technology to detect people and cars trying to cross the border. And so so we've partnered with this innovative company to really build that Homeland Security use case out with them, taking that commercial technology, and now that startup has really expanded their innovation to support many public safety and military applications.
So the power of collaboration can really open up the possibility of the transformation that we actually wish for our agencies and our end users. So there is a powerful synergy that really does arise when brilliant minds, diverse perspectives, and shared aspirations to create a safer world can converge together. So we must work hard, actually, wherever we are in our agencies, work hard to break down those silos, those barriers that long divide us and kind of inhibit a culture or environment of open innovation. So imagine a world where government agencies like perhaps most of us right here in this room, we have challenges and problem statements. It may not be immediately apparent to the world outside. So it does require us to open up. We do have assets, right? We do have knowledge bases that is very valuable for the industry to be able to understand and build better technologies for us. Academia, working on cutting-edge research and development. And industry, of course, with your ability to translate and transition all these early stage technologies and capabilities, we can work hand in hand, we can pool our resources together, even ideas to tackle the most pressing security challenges of our time. So this is not, I know it sounds like a flight of fantasy, but it's not. It's really happening in reality, both in Melissa's program and mine. A little bit of a shameless plug right now. So we do have six companies and 6 startups that really embody that journey. They're right at level 1, at the HDX Pavilion. You can talk to them. You can talk to the end users that worked with them. These are companies and startups that some of them have not even been to Singapore before. They are probably working in a different industry. There's one in healthcare. There's one that was building technologies for construction sites, and how that could be translated into security capabilities for our law enforcement agencies and our frontliners as well. So we have many of these examples between us. I think I really encourage you to just go down and take a look at some of the 6 companies and what they have done with the home team. So we stand here as living proof that it's possible, right? It's not something that is too far-fetched.
You know, but make no mistake, this endeavor is actually not without its challenges. We know this is a fundamental shift in mindset, you know, with our organizations in government and sort of the enterprise level. You know, we have to be willing to embrace this risk, and I think a lot of you understand that, right? You're in technology, you're in government, you know that the challenge that you face is hard, and so think about embracing that risk, and think about you know, this commitment of nurturing that culture of experimentation and rapid iteration so that you can actually help solve your problems a lot more quickly. And part of that is, you know, really breaking through our bureaucracy. And, you know, as Shao mentioned, removing some of these silos that exist. You know, you need to be talking across these silos. We need to figure out how to foster that environment where failure isn't stigmatized, but celebrate it as stepping stones to success. So, you know, if you think about it, true innovation is actually achieved when we actually overcome that adversity.
So today, all of us, we stand at a crossroads. We are faced with a choice, whether do we want to cling on to the familiar, work within inherited systems, or to embrace the unknown, take a little bit of a risk of ourselves, push the boundaries in order to deliver on some of these capabilities. This is how we, together in this Homeland Security Conference, that we're supposed to bring all thought leaders, practitioners, industry, academia, government officials together to chart a course towards a future where now innovation is the bedrock of security.
So the path is, as I mentioned, it's peppered with roadblocks, but really the upside is huge, right? Think about it. If we can take some of these innovations and technologies from the emerging tech world, we can really mitigate some of the threats in our world. Our communities can be better safeguarded, and the boundless potential for that human ingenuity that we're seeing can be harnessed for the greater good.
So let us come together and forge a new paradigm for Homeland Security. So one that is rooted in collaboration, fueled by innovation, and guided by a shared vision to create a safer world for all. I will just share a little bit more, just candidly as well. Like when we talk about working with startups, they work fast. They don't have time for you to reply for an email in a month's time. Or if they're asking you a question and you're giving some, oh, I'll come back to you. You know, it's 3 weeks, it's 4 weeks. That's an eternity for companies like that. We need to work on a transparent basis and say, actually, the best answer is, I'm sorry, but there's nothing for you right now. We'll come back to you later. But as well, I think companies, why I really enjoy working with startups is that they're really hungry and they're really fast and they're really agile. These are characteristics of startups that actually fit the Homeland Security mission, right? Because we need to be fast. We need to be agile because the threats are evolving all the time.
I mean, just to add to what Shao mentioned, you know, we're driven by purpose and mission, right? And so if we provide that purpose and mission to them as well, they're driven by that as well. But like every relationship, it's 2 sides. So you have to be willing to work together. So I really think that this future beckons. It's ours to shape it, right? So please join us. You know, let us embark on this journey together, united in purpose, unbound by those limits, and driven by this audacious belief that our collective ingenuity can solve wicked hard problems. Thank you.
Thank you.